Alright guys, so what I did was play both games. I know how they turned out and had audio disabled. So you're going to have to listen to me because I know you love my sweet, sweet commentary. Talk about the games after the fact. So here we're looking at the previous weeks. Balled out on Cleveland. Baltimore was a rock fight, but put up 20. Philadelphia, really bad in the first half, but two picks actually. But we ended up pulling off a pretty good point differential. And this week is Detroit, and then the Pioneers, who ended up having to. I wasn't able to get in touch with him and ask what team he wanted, so he did mention giving up 45 points in chat, so I gave him the Bengals. We can change that after the fact, PDX, but it is what it is for now. Just for some authenticity, I wanted to do some league edits, and I did. I have the links here, Starstrucks. Louisville's on there. We got the Bombers over in Arizona by his choice, and MadSafe. So here we go. The game's gonna get going in just after review. We're just looking at the Skunks too. Skunks as the Jets. Tokyo Citrus sitting first place in the AFC West, and we're going to get it going. 9 is my bye week. We're taking a look at the roster now. Ross is my new quarterback. Bohm's new. I got him a couple weeks ago. Got traded in. Pascal, balls out. Pruitt and Disley have wheels. And I got a defensive side of the ball who all have rings from last year. And let's see if they hold up. Yeah. So let's get to it. My favorite color is red, just like the bloodshed from Kurt Cobain's head when he shot himself dead. Red unis were at home against the Lions, and here we go. Ross back to pass. It's a wide receiver screen. Pruitt, again, has wheels, and he's going to do the sideline shuffle. And we're going to use the screen just to get into a rhythm here and kind of control the clock. I feel like, other passes, like you're going to see it here, the pass over the top to the tight end that I like to do a lot, besides the screen, you get about the same amount of yards. I'm going to throw a pick here. And it's ugly. It is ugly. And I've been kind of dominating that route, so just because, I'm capping the screen, why not throw a pick? But here we go. We're going to get the ball back. Detroit is up 3. We're getting close to the end of the first quarter. And we're just going to use that screen again just to kind of get into a rhythm. Disley goes for 20 yards on a wide receiver screen. So, hey, it's not completely useless, especially if you can juke around. Disley for 17 again. And here we go. I wanted to see what Bohm could do if he was going to break through the line, and I think he punches it in here. Oh, no, but he gets pulled back by the defender, but picks up 20. And this is a drop pass, and it was ugly. The beginning of the game was ugly, but I do manage to punch it in on this little white running back dish, so... Detroit's gonna punt the ball, and we're at the start of the second quarter. And we're gonna do this long ball to Pascal, the tight end. It's a good play. It's a good route. Typically, you're gonna out that tight end. Believe it or not, is gonna outrun the defenders, and you're gonna have them wide open. So I'd be looking for it. Same at the top of the screen, kind of the same route. I hit Holt. I think that was like 12 yards, maybe less. And we're gonna go over the top again, because Pascal has been balling out. Um, he, he was great against the Ravens in that rock fight, and I think it was week 5. Yeah, sideline shuffle for Disley. Ross backs up. He's gonna go over the top, and Pascal punches it in. Pascal, the Rascal. And Hulk gets the 2-point conversion. And Lions score again here right at the half. They're always a surprising team. They're not necessarily good. I don't really see them in the playoffs that much. And they also came out of the half and put up a field goal. So we're only at +3 right here. So let's see if we can get the offense moving and control the clock a little bit. That was a great throw that I see a lot of the players in league use. And he's fast, but if he had more wheels, I've seen players throw that one juke and they torch the defender. It's a pretty good play depending on your wide receiver stats. Disley steps out of bounds. Ross with the screen to Disley, and he's going to pick up 11 yards here, about midway through the third quarter. Still only at +3. Sideline shuffle. Oh, and I think Disley punches it in here, and he does. And a great little couple jukes there, and then he gets the 2 for me. I always forget if he came with the team or not, but yeah, I really like him. And we get the ball right back on it and score one play later after an interception. I was flying through and did not see who got the pick, but hey. And then it happens again, and we're rolling here now. Ross runs right into the defender there, looking like Mark Sanchez. And Pruitt's going to juke and punch this one in for a 17-yard touchdown. Great play. Wide receiver screen for 2. Detroit punts the ball away. And as always, do you want to go for the points, or do you want to control the clock and get 8 but not? And then I think another pick happens here, and it does at the 30-yard line. Same throw as before in the first quarter, and it's ugly, and they score on me. 10 seconds to get the ball to about the 50 to try a field goal, and it is not going to happen, despite my best efforts, utilizing those sidelines. And we're going to go for a bomb here. Ross drops back. All routes go. And Holt is going to catch it, but he's not as fast as Pruitt or Disley, so it's going to end there with a plus 20 point differential. A little bit ugly. We're going to praise Pruitt here. The fans are happy. And it was Blake with the interception. Isaiah Blake, the defensive back. We're not going to do any trades. I'm happy with the pieces I have right now. I think there's a lot of potential. We'll meet with Bohm. He's sad, but now he's okay. We're going to look at Pascal and Holt. I always thought, I thought Holt was the better receiver, but Pascal has more ratings and more stars, which I didn't realize at first. He may have gone up at some point, and they switched those routes from the top of the screen to the bottom. And he has been balling out, so Week 8 Pioneers. We're going to shuffle the uniforms here so I don't confuse the defenders and throw any more picks. And we're going to get to it. We're going to start the game with a pick. Screen. Sideline shuffle. Lots of yards on this one. 18 in about 3 seconds. Maybe 3 or 4 seconds. Which is a lot more than, and this is a good example, than this play. This actually goes over my tight end's head, and Disley ends up grabbing it. He wanted it that bad. And Pruitt is going to punch it in here. And boom for 2. And we're just trying to make him happy. That might have been why he got traded in. He wasn't really, his attitude wasn't really in super poor condition when I picked him up. And that's something you can manage. You can pay the coin, you can just win, baby. And your players will be happy. But also sometimes players are just, they got bad attitudes. Ross started the first couple of games of the season with and we're going right over the top to Pruitt, and he's going to get a lot of yards on this one. I actually thought he was going to score the touchdown, but I think I started my swipes too early. Got to be careful with those. I was saying that Ross started the year, and this is a great touchdown pass to Holt, with like a 5-game stretch of no interceptions, and I was playing really well. But hey, it happens to everyone. You're going to throw picks. I don't think I've ever gone an entire season without any picks. I think I've done 3 or 4 at best for my best statistic season, but that's it. No, always a pick here and there, and it's a bummer, but it happens. This is going to be a comeback. I wish I juked the other way and got more yards out of that, but hey, what can you do? Pruitt's eating up yards. That was for 15. That was a little screen there that he got a lot of yards out of. Holt for 7, and we're inside the 5. And Pruitt is going to punch it in. And Pruitt for 2. He's been on fire. I think he just leveled up last game. PDX punts, I get the ball back, and it was a great return. We're just outside the 50. Disley runs right into the defender and gets leveled. We're going to go over the top here to Holt. He's going to juke his way towards the sideline for 23 yards. And Disley's going to dive into the corner of the end zone for 6 more. And a little shovel to Bohm for the 2. And we're looking good now. We're up, what is that, 21 points? At the beginning of the third quarter. Got it back at the half. And this is that throw where I keep getting picked on, and that's the juke I always want. I tend to juke towards the sideline. I want to kind of, it's almost a muscle memory thing from when I first started playing the game. Juke inside and eat some yards. Oh, and Disley goes for, how many was this? 48 yards. It's a season record. It's a save record. And that was on a screen. So, eat the W. Things are about to get stupid. And then the D is going to give up a touchdown here just at the end of the third quarter. We're looking for Holt. Holt's going to juke towards the sideline and pick up 18 yards. We're using that clock. We're getting towards the end of the game. Great pass by Ross. Over the top to Holt. That's what I like to see, how far I can stretch those out, because the tight end's not blocking, so the defenders are coming right towards your QB. How far can you get your tight end down the field before you get rocked in the pocket? Holt for 13 yards. And a touchdown. Go for 2. Farrell Pruitt. We're at the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Shirley's too slow. And they kind of just truck down. And leave a little bit of time on the clock. I've said before, and I stand by it, I think I can get from the 50-yard line. I think if you give me 25 seconds, I can get it in there. And how do I do it? Wide receiver screens, sideline shuffle, clock control, whatever you want to call it. We're using the sideline. We're using our timeouts here and there. I'm not very strategic with my timeouts. I want to get better at that too. 13 seconds. Screen to Pruitt. He steps out of bounds though. I wanted to get a little bit more yardage out of that, like on this play. Almost could have juked inside there. I think he would have put it in. But let's see what happens. 2 seconds left. Ross drops back. He's looking for Holt. Right into the basket. And that's going to be our final. I ended up putting up 56 points on the Pioneers, Cincinnati Bengals. And again, this is an overdub. I did not have my audio enabled for the actual gameplay, but you want to be pure. You don't want to swipe. And you do want to praise your player, because the fans clearly want to see him do well. Oral Disley, 391 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks in this game. My rehab facilities have declined. What do you know? We meet with Warford because he was looking a little unhappy. Same as Bohm. And I think that does it. Novi out.